Hey everybody, what's up? This is Flashtag. Welcome back to another Dueling Network episode. It's episode 17 today, and we are doing Superheavy Samurais. Now, if you don't know what Superheavy Samurais are, they are a recently created archetype. They consist mainly of Earth attribute machine type monsters, and their effects usually revolve around attacking while in defense mode or using powerful effects if you don't have any spell or trap cards in your grave. So this actually pioneered the monster-only deck. This archetype pioneered the ability to do a decent deck that consisted of nothing but monsters. Of course, I don't do that. I always have some backup, just in case. But you'll see that in a minute. Anyway, I'll see you when somebody finally accepts my my duel. Okay, I'm back. You would have seen all this. You would have seen what happened. The only reason why it's like this is because he messed up early on in the duel, and I didn't catch on, and we didn't catch on until later, so the duel was nullified. So yeah, and of course this is a day late. So yeah, we're dueling Overlord Shippo, and that is Shippo as in the show Inuyasha. So wait, just up we go. Up. So I already drew one of the pendulum monsters, but that's not what's important. Okay. Bingo! Okay, so just doing a bit of planning. Okay, so I'll just normal summon Blue Brawler in defense mode for now, and I'll set a card face down and I'll end my turn. Yeah, because I don't want to waste Scales' ability just yet. They're bound to get another monster on the field. Steric Sign? Oh boy, this is the card he messed up with earlier. I hate this because you add Elegant Egotist. So they can special summon another Harpy Lady, or Harpy Lady Sisters. Now they have 3 monsters. I know this is stupid, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, so I'm obviously going to get rid of breakthrough skill next turn, because it's just going to impede my progress. But the good news is I have Songo. So what's going to happen next turn is, since they have 2 or more monsters and I control none, I can special summon Scales from my hand. And when he's normal special summoned, I can special summon 1 level 4 or lower super heavy samurai monster from my grave. And then, since I have a normal summoned, I tribute to summon Big Benkei, who can attack and defense. And then I activate Songo, who allows me to attack twice with Benkei. So yeah. And if I happen to draw a pendulum monster, that'd be even better. You know, I'm a Hisui. If I draw Hisui. No. So I'll banish skill in order to negate the effects of Channeler, even though I don't really need to. So, now we can special summon defense, tribute both, normal summon Big Benkei, switch that to defense, activate Songo, and I'm not really worried, so I'll go ahead and activate Galaxy Cyclone to destroy his face down. Benkei attacks Channeler. Yes! Oh, this feels so much better. Yeah, he caught it. So by getting rid of all their level 4 monsters, they won't be able to do anything when it comes to Xyz summoning. And next turn, I'll destroy their hysteric sign. See, we're learning things. I'll end my turn with that. Question is, will they remember to activate the effect of their trap card? They remembered. So warrior type, earth level 3. Level 3? Okay, well, that's not gonna really help them. I don't think there's any rank 3 Xyz monsters that can really do much against Big Benkei. Of course, I can't use the effect of Steadfast as long as Galaxy Cyclone is in the grave, so that's why I'm going to destroy Hysteric Sign next turn. I'll be back when something actually happens, because it seems they have a lot to think about. Okay. Well, it switched their Pendulum Monster Defense mode and activated Dragoons of Draconia. Fun fact, actually, Dragoons of Draconia is, I think, the only Pendulum monster that was released as a promo card. I think it's the only one that I didn't get. Queen. Oh. Harpy's hunting ground. No, they're gonna destroy my Songo! Don't destroy my Songo. I love my Songo. No. Okay. Yeah, because destroying Hysteric Sign's not a good idea. I'll normal summon Superheavy Samurai Scales. And since I can't use its effect twice, I'll special summon Blue Brawler. Battle phase. Scale attacks First Aid Squad. Now. Here we go. Game's decided here. So Songo's effect allows me to attack again with Big Benkei. And thanks to Big Benkei's effect, Blue Brawler can attack while in defense mode. Now that was a good game. Okay, now onto the card list. So we got 2 Giant Rats. This is a very helpful card in this deck. Because when it's destroyed by Balance Sensitive Graveyard, you can special summon 1 Earth monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in attack position. Now, I don't know about you, but when I look at that, I think, boy, this is a powerful card. Because you can summon Battle Ball, you can summon Benkei, you can summon Raji, Blowtorch, Blue Brawler, Drum, Flutist, Giga Gloves, Scales. If you want to, you can even do Soulbreaker Armor, Soulbuster Gauntlet. all these monsters, every single one of them can be special. Well, except for Hisui. You can special summon. Oh wait, you can't summon Battle Ball. It's dark. But yeah, except for Hisui or Battle Ball, you can special summon any of these monsters through the effect of Giant Rat. So it is a really powerful card in this deck. Next, Battle Ball is perhaps maybe the better tuner out of one. It's probably the best tuner in this deck because if you only control Super Heavy Samurai monsters, you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can synchro summon using this card and one of your opponent's monsters. So yeah, that is also powerful. So if your opponent happens to have a level 8 lying around somewhere, you can normal summon this, and then you could just immediately synchro summon Susanoo. Oh yeah, you can only use the effect once per turn, and the monster you special summon must be Super Heavy Samurai. Big Benkei. This is perhaps the best non-synchro or Xyz monster in this deck. There is a reason for that. Because not only does it have the highest defense out of every card in the main deck, through its effect, all other defense position Super Heavy Samurai monsters can attack using their defense as their attack points. So yeah. I mean, and look at that, 3,500 defense. Just wow. Also, I would like to point out when these two are normal or special summoned, they can change their battle position. So if you normal summon it or special summon it in attack mode, you can switch it to defense mode. Big Waraji, simple. You have no spell or trap cards in your grave. You can special summon this card from your hand. But you cannot special summon any monsters for the rest of the turn except Super Heavy Samurai monsters. And this card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a machine type monster. Next we got Super Heavy Samurai Blowtorch. 3 of them. 3 of these. Because they cannot be destroyed by battle. And it's the same with Blue Brawler. Blue Brawler cannot be destroyed by battle either, so we have 3 of those. Now, with this one's effect is, in addition, when your opponent declares an attack while you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can send this card from your grave from your hand to the grave, then target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, change the attack target to it, and perform damage calculation. Also, if this is a monster card, once per turn when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can change the attack target to this card, which cannot be destroyed by battle. Cannot be destroyed by... It's not letting me do it. There we go. Cannot be destroyed by battle. So when you switch its attack target to this card, that really helps. Blue Brawler just cannot be destroyed by battle. Drum is level 1 tuner, and if it's destroyed, if this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one Super Heavy Samurai monster in your graveyard except Drum and special summon it. You can only use this effect once per turn. It's explanatory enough. And that's any Super Heavy Samurai monster. That includes any synchro monsters that might happen to be in your grave. Flutist. Tribute this card, special summon one Super Heavy Samurai monster from your hand. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets the Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do destroy that card, you can only use each effect of Super Heavy Samurai Flutist once per turn. Yeah. Giga Gloves. You just, if this card's sent to the graveyard and you have no spell trap cards in your grave, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and place them on top of the deck in any order. And when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard, excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a Super Heavy Samurai monster, add it to your hand, and if you do, the attacking monster becomes... the attacking monster's attack becomes 0. Otherwise, send it to the graveyard. So yeah. Super Heavy Samurai scales. When it's normal or special summon, you can target one level 4 or lower Super Heavy Samurai monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Also, if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. But yeah, when this card is special summon, okay, never mind. I was gonna say something else, but that's completely wrong. Anyway, yeah. So easy rank 4 or Exceed monster if you want. Soulbreaker armor. I'm just gonna let you read that because you don't really need it. Soulbuster Gauntlet. Get 2 of these, and you can equip it to a monster you control and gains 400 defense. And during that player's turn, when a defense position Super Heavy Samurai monster you control battles an opponent's monster, and you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can send this card from your hand to the grave, and that monster's defense is doubled until the end of the turn. Double its original defense, I might add. Soul Claw, equip, and the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense and cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, you can special summon this card when it's equipped to another monster. You can special summon it from the spell and trap card zone. So yeah, if you need more monsters for a synchro summon, you unequip this. Soulfire Suit. When it's equipped, it becomes level 5. During that player's turn, you get discard this card and target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control. Loses 800 defense, but it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects for the rest of the turn. Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer. You can equip it, and it can to a Super Heavy Samurai monster, and it can inflict piercing damage. And also, if this card's sent to the graveyard, as from the field to grave, you can add one Super Heavy Samurai monster from your deck to your hand. Soul Shield Wall. You can equip it to a monster on your side field against 1200 defense. You can send when the monster equipped with this card by this effect is targeted for an attack. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, negate the attack, but the equipped monster's defense becomes 0. Steadfast cannot be normal flip summoned unless you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard. When you take battle damage while you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects this turn. Thief. If you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. However, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Super Heavy Samurai monsters. Also, you can contribute this card to activate one of the following effects. You can either destroy one spell or trap card your opponent controls and then set it to your side field, or you can destroy one pendulum card, one card in your opponent's pendulum zones. You can destroy that and then put it in your pendulum zone. Super Heavy Samurai Trumpeter. If you have no spell or trap cards in your grave, you could special summon this. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Super Heavy Samurai monsters when you activate this card's effect. If this card is tributed for the tribute summon of a Super Heavy Samurai monster, then you can special summon this card from your grave, but you must have no spell or trap cards in your grave to activate this effect. Hisui and Sango, if you have okay, so I'll start with Hisui. Once per turn, you can target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, increase its level by 1, even if this card leaves the field. Monster effect. You contribute summon this card by tributing one Super Heavy Samurai monster. Also, when it's normal special summon, you can change its battle position. Also, it can attack while in face-up defense position. Sango. Its scale becomes 4 if you have a spell or trap card in your grave. Also, once per turn, when a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control destroys the opponent's monster by battle, you can make it attack a second time in a row. If you have no spell monster effect, if you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can attribute up to 2 Super Heavy Samurai monsters you control. and draw the same number of cards you tributed. You can only use that effect once per turn. Now getting into the few spell trap cards we have, Galaxy Cyclone, you can target one spell trap card on the field, destroy it. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one face-up spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. You can only activate this effect if Galaxy Cyclone once per turn. Pot of Benevolence. Select 2 cards from the graveyard or graveyards, and then shuffle them into their owner or owner's decks. After activation, remove this card from play instead of sending it to the graveyard. So yeah, instantly banished. And then Breakthrough Skill, you can negate the effects of one face-up monster on the field. Also, you could do the same thing. You could banish it from your grave during your turn and do the same thing. So yeah, all these can be banished so they don't stay in your grave. Next, we have QB. If you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard, this card gains 900 defense for each special summon monster you controls. Oh, I might like to add all Super Heavy Samurai Synchro monsters can attack while in defense mode. Just getting that out of the way. Shuten Doji, if it's Synchro summoned while you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard, you can destroy all spell trap cards on your opponent's side of the field. Oh, yeah. All that they control. Musashi. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target one machine type monster in your graveyard. You cannot normal summon or special summon monsters with that monster's name for the rest of the turn unless there are no spell or trap cards in your graveyard when this effect resolves. Also, add that monster to your hand, and I already went over that part. Susanoo, this is the big bad guy of the entire deck. Once per turn during either player's turn, if you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can target one spell or trap card in your opponent's graveyard, set it to your side of the field, but banish it when it leaves the field. This is an extremely powerful card effect. So if your opponent uses generic cards like Call the Haunted, or Raigeki, or Mystical Space Typhoon, or anything along the, or even best is Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, you can take that card from your graveyard and put it on your side of the field, so you can use it, and it's banished when it leaves the field. So yeah. Now, Gear Gigant, I can't, 2 level 4 machine type monsters, you can detach 1 exceed material, add 1 level 4 or lower machine type monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And second effect's useless because we don't have Gear Gigant monsters. Arc, simple effect. Tyrus, this card, this cannot be destroyed by card effects. At the end of the battle phase, this card was attacked. Target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy that target. Those effects can only be activated while it has some Exceeds material. During your end phase, detach 1 Exceeds material from this card. Cyber Dragon Nova, 2 level 5 machine type monsters. So yeah, covered. And you have many other ways to do that. And then Cyber Dragon Infinity, you Exceed summon using Nova as the Exceeds material. And you know the basic song and dance, OP as hell. So yeah, this has been my Super Heavy Samurai deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. In the comments below, tell me what kind of deck you want me to build, because I am running low on some ideas, and I'm gonna need some. But yeah, until next week, this has been Flashstack, and I will see you all later.